It is the 29th of September 2014. We're in Williamson Creek, and this is where the little tributary feeds in right here. This is looking upstream. You can see the natural channel bank here, or the way it's running now, is through this low spot. Off to your screen left and panning to the left, you can see that it's quite a bit of a rise. This is all deposited soil and volunteer trees, and you can see what the trees do is they act as seines and filters, and debris gets caught up onto it, obstructing the flow of floodwaters. So during a normal rain, water is going to come down this way, but during a big rain, water is going to use the whole channel here. And what's happened is over time, this area here is just filled with all kind of rock, debris, and soil. And to get our bearings on where we are in reference to Heartwood Drive, and again, you see this is, you can see what happens here. It's that high. The water flows this high through here. It's because all of this dirt is displacing the natural creek bed, and it's pushing it into the neighborhood. You can see where the water's up this way. So just to get some reference, this is 328 Heartwood, where that wall is back here, that they said obstructs the flow of water. It's running parallel to the creek, but it doesn't obstruct the flow of water. All of these trees obstruct the flow of water. You can see because things are wrapped around it. There's nothing wrapped around that wall. You can see all the things over here and all the soil that's been deposited over years and years. This neighborhood was built in the early 70s, and this is all infill that's come in. Some of the neighbors' backyards washed down in and create a fill space. This neighbor built a wall, a fence wall, a CMU block wall that allows the water to flow past but not lose any of his property. Here you can see this 326 Heartwood here with the dogs. You can see the backyard. But we're going to walk this way and we're going to look at some of the debris that gets caught up in here. And this is the stuff the city of Austin refuses to remove and says it's not an issue. I don't have the money to fix it. It's not my job. Pick an excuse. But it's this growth, that fill, that displaces all the water and pushes it this way into the neighborhood, flooding homes. If this channel were cleaned out and a wall were constructed just back off here, not necessarily where the home is, but back off this way, there's limestone underneath this, maybe only 4 feet deep. Come back here, have a green space, come back over here, build a wall, get rid of all this infill, and allow the creek to flow inside of the creek channel instead of allowing it to deposit soils. And then, you know, pieces of people fences. Cinder block walls do not wash off and come downstream, but gates do. And things like that. So you can see just all the trash that gets dumped in here. This is the city of Austin's property. It's the city of Austin's responsibility to maintain the waterway obstruction free. And then we come back this way, you can see all the birds. So there's some wildlife back up in here, but this is all fill. You can see where the grass is all laid down. But you can see there's virtually nowhere for the water to go here. It's obstructed, and the only place for it to go is into that home, into these homes here. It backs up. If this were to be maintained properly, if all these hackberries and volunteer trees were to be removed, and the thousands of cubic yards of dirt removed from here and allowed the stream to flush through, then we wouldn't have the flooding issues that we have.